Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Journey to Baby Jordan. So, for today's video is going to be on postpartum. I had actually started a video last week and I was just crying throughout the whole thing, and it's like this is not how I want the video to go. So I said when I was having a better day, I was going to redo the video. Um, I am someone who is suffering from postpartum depression. Um, it Postpartum depression can look so many different ways. You have people you can see it, and people like me who think that they are constantly doing better, and so they don't need to say anything to anyone. Because you have good and bad days. Your good days is like, I'm just so happy. I'm so thankful for my family. I'm so happy. And your bad days are, why wouldn't he put some more tissue in here? Why wouldn't you do that? Like, it's that simple. All you got to do is do this. Like, you're not even coughing. Ever since he learned to fake cough. Oh. But it gets to a point to where when you are going through it, there's really not a middle. You're even here or you're here. And when you are in the middle, the days you can be in the middle, it's like you're really thankful and grateful. But I feel like you go through a lot yourself because you feel you're emotional, you feel you're irritated, and sometimes you actually don't know if it's because of your emotions what you're going through. And I'm really thankful to have a husband who is understanding through all this, because you don't feel appreciative, you don't feel pretty, you don't feel like you're being listened to. You feel like everybody else is living around you but you. It's hard when you're not getting the proper amount of sleep, you're not eating right, and you're worried about other people more than you could ever worry about yourself. You put yourself last, and on the days that you are down, you look at yourself like, your husband would want anybody else but you. You're always so grouchy. You're always so irritated. You never have yourself looking right. You're never together. And it gets hard because you are your worst enemy, when you could be lifting yourself up, you're the main one putting yourself down, and it's like almost feeding off of these emotions. So when I was breastfeeding, I went through menopause. And the easiest way to explain that is feeling like you're on your period and pregnant at the same time. After that, we, having him about a month ago, and I barely even knew I was pregnant before we lost the baby, but I think it was enough to kind of get my hormones back riled up again to go up and go down. And it just kind of had me feeling like really down about myself, man, really off. And that's something that I hate to feel, because the people around you feel that. And, I don't know my husband's going to see this video, but there are times that I'm like, me and my husband might as well just get divorced. We might as well just get divorced. Like, this isn't going to work. Like literally, y'all, me taking stuff to the laundry room and him asking me, what are you finna do? Put me on 10. Put me on 10. Because in my head, what does it look like I'm doing? What do you think I'm doing? And I had to have a talk with my husband and tell him I need more help. It's one of these that, I'm not always going to ask for help. But if you see me needing help, help me, And I had to, apologize and let him know, you're not a mind reader. You don't understand what I'm going through. You don't know what I want from you. I have to be able to tell you and communicate these things with you. And it's hard when after 15 years of wanting a blessing, you get this child and you don't want to be a certain way towards him, And he has so many needs: severe eczema, allergies, food allergies, So eczema, allergies, uh, asthma. It's just a couple. It can be a lot when you're already going through things, but I wish they had, after you have a child, like postpartum clinics, you know, because they tell you to look for certain signs, go back to your doctor. But most women like me are just trying to be strong and trying to keep it going. And for some reason, to say I am suffering from postpartum depression is almost like saying I have a disease, in which maybe it really is, you know, but it just is something I never wanted to say I had. It's something I never wanted to admit. I basically, and I have to watch him when he coughs, because it could be him getting over his cold, him fake coughing, or it could be his asthma cutting up. But guys, it just, it's one of these. Don't ignore the signs if you're feeling like that. What I'm working on now to work on myself is I'm going to start walking again. I'm going to start trying to read books. When I feel the irritation, I recognize it, and I breathe in and I breathe out. I breathe in and I breathe out. And I'm also understanding I need to get out the house more. Staying in the house with a child all the time, giving him in the whole house everything of me, is not doing me any good. I need to just get out and not talk about my family, and just get out. You know, also have a life for myself. And that's what I'm working on now. And so if you are feeling a certain type of way, like, you know, you're trying to be the best mother, the best wife you can, but you're struggling, you're not alone. I wish there were more resources out there, but unfortunately, sometimes you have to be your best advocate. And at this point in time, I feel that sometimes things that worked for you before, if you were stressed or irritated, you sometimes have to figure out what are your triggers. You know, when you feel that coming on, recognize it, and also understanding it's okay to have time for yourself. You're not being selfish by saying, I'm taking care of my family, now I need to take care of me, you know. And I think it's a blessing to get to the point to where you understand, okay, I need to make some changes. I didn't want this video to be too long. So I feel like I got the main points out, and that sometimes we just need to vent. Sometimes we need to talk to other people about what we're going through, who recognize what we're going through. But it's okay. And it's going to be okay. Every day is a blessing on this side of the sun. And we just have to realize that those bad days are technically going to end up being a good day also. But we have to be the one turning into that. So until the next video, you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye.